The stage to your, can you read the next comic's name off that sheet? Very professional, all the pros do this. Jonathan Jude, alliteration in his name.
Woo!
Man.
Yeah! Woo! Gorgeous.
Everyone give it up for Moby.
Moby.
How's everyone doing?
Good.
A lot of your kids, growing up, my parents would lie to me about everything. They're like, I got a job, this, that, the other thing. But I always make it a point ever to lie to my daughter. And I got to go see her last week during my government hourly visitation period. And she came up to me. And when I talk to my daughter, I get on her level, you know what I mean? I never talk down to her. And she said, Daddy, I said, you can't prove that. I said, what I tell you about telling people that? And she said, where do babies come from? I had a question that didn't even scare me. I was like, they come from a case of beer in my nutsack. And she was like, is that where I came from? I was like, well, your mom's a skank, so it's kind of hard to tell. I was like, as soon as she's got $69.95 in the money order form, and some of your blood, I'm taking you to Maury, and we'll figure it out. So anyways, you ever take things too far? I work with this girl, and she's short, fat, black, and cross-eyed. No offense to anyone. But she always seems to be making fun of people. Last week, man, I was so busy. Like, I was making fries, Ronald McDonald was trying to put his knuckles in little boys. It was just a crazy day. So let me just set this joke up for you, okay? So I'm 6'1", but the top of my head's right here. So, I mean, I got a fat ass and short legs. Sometimes when I fart, my feet get hot, right? I was standing on this bus stop last week with my friend. It was the first time. He's like, man, he's like, don't your feet get cold in winter? I was like, I'll be all right. So all I'm saying, though, is it's hard to find pants that fit. Like, sometimes, my pants are up to here. It's like I'm walking around in a flood. And so we were busy. She's like, hey, I got a great idea. And I was like, what's that? And she's like, you should have a party and invite your pants down to your shoes. That's funny. I was like, all right, now let me tell you about this party. I was like, if I'm going to have a party, I'm going to want your family there, so I had to have it on the first of the month so they can cash their welfare check. and then I was like, maybe I could bring a clown with a donkey to kick your wacky ass eyes straight. I was like, when you were a kid and learned how to cross the street, you can look both ways at the same time. Basically, she looks like Biggie. So anyways, I felt bad. I felt bad as to be, you know what I mean? Because it's probably the saddest thing in the world to see a girl with cross eyes cries because the tears don't even know where they're going. They look crazy as hell. I really did feel bad. I really did. So I apologize, sir. No offense to you or your people. I love it. But what was I going to say? Oh, I got to tell you guys a story. So I was hanging out with my boy, Cheeseburger. He's black, so I mean, we're good. And he told me that cocaine and chocolate come from the same plant. That fucking blew my mind. I was like, shit, I got to get my hands on one of these. You know what I mean? So finally I did. But I was at a little crossroads because I had the plant in front of me, the cocoa plant. On this side, I had fucking milk, peanuts, and a nougaty center. And over here, I had ether and a barefoot Mexican I picked up at Home Depot to step on that shit like they were doing in Blow, right? And so I was looking at it, I was like, something's not right. I was like, I had like a crossroads. I was like, I need to somehow put all this together somehow and just make a fucking great chocolate bar. And I looked over at the Mexican, his name was Jose Reyes, and I said, what do you think, Jose Reyes? And he said something, I don't know what the hell he was saying because it was Spanish and I had a hard enough time speaking American, so I said, shut the hell up. So I was in my mom's basement for months and just fucking potions and shit, putting stuff together. And then finally, we came up with this fucking chocolate bar. And I had it, it was up in my living room, and it was on the table. Then I looked over at Jose Reyes, and he was just kind of freaking out a little bit. And then he brushed over and grabbed the chocolate bar, and he unwrapped it. I got that technology in my mom's basement to wrap stuff. So he started rubbing it on his teeth, and then all of a sudden he just jumped right out of my window and just took off. There was fucking glass everywhere. It was fucked up too, because my front door was wide open. And I was like, what the hell is this guy doing, you know? And so I went to go chase him, and he was off. He was just gone with a trail of dust behind him. But I felt bad for him because me and Jose Reyes became friends at the time, you know what I mean? I was like, he's probably going to wake up butt naked somewhere and not know anything. I was like, so I need to go somewhere where he's comfortable so I can go and find him. I was like, he's going to end up going back there. So I went to Home Depot. It was good that I was there, too, because I needed to get another Mexican to come clean up all the glass when he jumped out the window, right? But I waited for months and months, and he never showed up. And sometimes I danced to bring him back, but all my attempts are unsuccessful. And, yeah. So I met this girl. So I met this girl, and she's a real pretty girl. You know, I was happy that I met her. But she was just so racist, I couldn't take it. Everything was, I'm not going to say it, you know, because I picked on you enough, and I apologize about that. But everything was just racist and racist. And every time that we would hook up, she would never let me, I don't know if it's second or third base, but whenever you take the pants off, that's where I was trying to be. But she never would let me take her pants off, and I never understood why. And then finally I was talking to her, I was like, you got gonorrhea? I was like, I'll be medicated to sleep with you. I don't care. I was like, it's nothing but a shot, you know? And she's like, no, I got a little secret. And I was like, well, what is it? Tell me. You know, you got to talk softly, you know? And then she's like, I'll just show you. So I was like, all right. I was about 10 feet away from her, and she took off her pants. And I was looking at her. I didn't have my contacts in because those fuckers at 1-800-CONTACT don't mess around with people with prepaid visas. So I couldn't really see. It kind of looked like the thing that ate Boba Fett. You know what I mean? I was like, what the hell am I staring at? So I was a little bit closer, and I realized it was Hitler in her vagina. That's where he's been all these years. Hitler was in her vagina. And I knew it was him because he even had that mustache except for it went like this. So I was like, I'm going to call the cops, the feds, I'm going to call whoever I can. I was like, bro, I put a lot of work into this, you know, get him where he fit in. So like, I started like kissing her and stuff like that, and then I'm working my way downstairs, and he snagged out and bit my lip, so I punched her in the coochie, right? And I was like, you know what that said? I was like, I'm done with the foreplay. And then just then he started talking, he was making fun of my balls, you know what I mean? He's like, that's a stupid penis, blah, 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 blah. Just kept on going on, and then he started yelling. He's like, oh, I can't believe this guy. I can't believe this guy. And I stuck my dick in his mouth, and that was it. And then I left. All right, guys. She's telling me that's my time. So I'd like to thank everyone. Thank you, Moby. You guys have a good time.
Woo!
Give it up for Jonathan. Terrible MC. I should have mentioned that was our last comic of the night.
Good job, brother.
But anyways, I'm just gonna